Ooh, what a cutie. Hello everybody. Welcome to another video. It's been a little while. Today I'm doing a Transformers review. This guy has a bit of a story behind him. So, I don't remember exactly when I got him, but I got him for Christmas when I was maybe sometime in middle school. So I've had him for like close to a decade. And this is my first G1 Prime. This is, what is it called? Deluxe Class Classics G1 Optimus Prime. This mold originated in a different look. He had lighter paint. It wasn't glossy. He was in a 2-pack with a Generation 2 Megatron, which was a green tank. Kind of a weird choice, since the 2-pack was meant to be like celebrating the classics. So, either way, it was still cool. This guy is, I believe he's called Transformers Universe Deluxe Class G1 Optimus Prime. The weirdest thing about him is when I was researching him, every image of this version of the figure came with a gun that was black and blue, but mine came with a pure black. And I was like, what's up with that? Which means this guy probably is wielding a original gun rather than a Universe Edition gun, which is kind of neat. I've noticed that he gets a lot of hate, which is strange to me, because I understand that people don't like his vehicle mode, but the robot mode is super cool. I love it. It looks like a G1 Prime with some modern twists to it, which is exactly what he was supposed to be. And he looks good from every angle. This little black bit sticking out is a bit of an eyesore, but over time it hasn't really bothered me anymore. Some people complain that his Autobot symbol is on his arm instead of his shoulder. It never mattered to me. I'm glad that he at least has the symbol. And I've heard that the reason they didn't put it on his shoulder is because the plastic they used for his shoulder literally can't carry paint. Like, the paint will just come off, so they had to improvise and do something else. His posability is pretty good. Like you saw in the beginning, I gave him a fancy little pose. So he can do some fun stuff. But if you want to go for something that isn't goofy, let me give him his gun. He can do like a classic Optimus point. Yeah. Wait, let me angle it a little different. There you go, an Optimus point. You can make it look like he's holding his gun with both arms. That's pretty neat. Yeah. He can kneel. A little awkward because you'll notice his upper thigh is shorter than his lower leg, so you have to like do this sort of angle to kneel. And this is where his age shows. His legs don't have perfect... Oh, this wasn't too bad this time. His legs don't have perfect, what's the word? His legs are loose. His legs are a little loose. But he still holds poses decently well, so I gotta give him that. His articulation, he's got a swivel at the head. For his transformation, he can look up. A little bit down. He's got ball joints at the arms, a swivel at the bicep. He's got a 90-degree bend in the arm, and his hands for transformation can go inside. I always pretended that these were like guns, just for fun. Like if he got disarmed, I could be like, whoosh, pew, 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 pew. Sort of like in the Bayverse movies, where his gun was actually built into his arm. He's also got ball joints at the legs, which can almost do a full split. They can go forward that far. They can go back that far. 90-degree bend at the knee. His toes go down for transformation, and they don't really go up much. There's a little bit of movement there. Let me see if I can get it on camera. Like, you can kind of go up. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's actually helped me with posing. He doesn't have a... Oh yeah, his upper chest turns. So you can get some extra posability. POV, Prime is mugging you. He kind of has a crunch, an ab crunch, but it's for transformation, so these little things come out. So I don't really recommend doing that, but if you find a good use for it, good for you. So yeah, there's the robot mode. Very cool, if you ask me. And I kind of like the Universe Edition more than the original. I like the deeper blue and the painted red. And I do like that he managed to get an all-black gun. If he had a black and blue gun, I wouldn't like him as much. So my version is special. He's a special little snowflake. Now onto the transformation. Even though the vehicle mode is considered really bad, the actual transformation itself is really fun. So you turn his head, put it in there, you pull his diaper out, and the wheels naturally come down. You spin them around, and pop the arms in. A lot like the original G1 Prime from 19 whatever. Yeah. Oh. I've had this guy for, you peg the legs together, pull the feet down, and there he is. I'm sure you're starting to see why some people don't like this guy. Because his truck mode's just a little weird looking. This is supposed to be a flat-nosed 18-wheeler. I don't think it looks terrible. It still does the job. But the nose isn't quite flat. His back end is literally just legs. These bits don't push in, so he ends up looking elongated. I'm glad they don't push in because I've not been a fan. I don't like it when Transformers do that because the pushing in motion over time gets really loose and the feet just don't stay stuck out. So I don't mind not pushing it in, but that does sacrifice some of the vehicle mode. Now his gun also transforms baller and sticks into the, I guess, quote-unquote trailer hitch. And you now have a back turret, which is my favorite part of this vehicle mode. Regardless of how good or bad the vehicle mode is, I love that there's playability here. You could get a little guy and have him be the gunner, and I think that's so cool. It doesn't really roll great. It more so just slides. But yeah, so there's the vehicle mode. I don't think it looks terrible. That's why I don't understand the hate behind this guy, because this is a passable vehicle mode that still has some fun playability. And the main feature of this guy is the robot mode anyways. Also, the vehicle mode transformation, or the transformation in general, is just so fun. I've had this guy for years, so as I get better at it, I just get quicker and quicker, and it's just simple and satisfying, and I love it. I also forgot to mention that he has a gimmick with this black tab. So normally it's pushed in, and his chest is it's loose. And what you do is you click it, and it's supposed to spin. Come on, spin. It's a little finicky. But yeah, once you get it going, he spins. It does like a spin punch. It's kind of goofy, but I treat it like a fidget spinner. It's just really when you start to get the rhythm, it's satisfying. But growing up, I never knew how to stop it from being loose, so it kind of lost some value to me. But fairly recently, I learned that you can pull the black tab back, or is it push it out? Yeah, you pull the black tab back, and it sticks his chest in place, allowing you to keep him in whatever pose you want. Let me try something. I forgot to do one of my favorite poses. It's simple, but it's fun. I think it's from Bayverse, where Prime gets in this, like, fighting pose. Come on, loose legs. Don't do this to me now. Don't do me like this. Okay, he can kind of do it. He can kind of do it. And he's also got this clear bit in the back, so that his eyes glow when there's light behind him. Yeah, there we go. This is Transformers Universe, Deluxe Class, G1 Optimus Prime. This guy is... I don't have a huge Transformers collection, but this guy is my favorite out of the collection. He's so fun. He's so cool. I have lots of memories with him. And he's great. I've got a decent few more figures to review. So I've got a little bit of video fodder. I've actually really enjoyed collecting Transformers lately, so maybe that'll become a mainstay on the channel. Otherwise, I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Wait a minute. Hold up. Everybody, stop what you're doing. He's got to do something important. You ever seen Guilty Gear Strive? You ever seen the Jacko pose? You know what that is? Come on, Prime. Do it for him. No! Do the Jacko pose, please, I'm begging you. Do the Jacko pose. His legs are too loose. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, bye! I love you.